Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Uncle Frank and I am not a financial advisor, nor is any of the content to be construed as financial advice. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. Get out your calendars, guys. I've got a lot for you to plan for, so let's talk about this upcoming week of trading. Tuesday, August 13th, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Core PPI, Producer Price Index. Wednesday, 8:30 a.m., CPI, Consumer Price Index. And then on Thursday, August 15th, 8:30 a.m., we'll see initial jobless claims and U.S. retail sales. Those are the prominent economic announcements that will be driving the markets this coming week. Earnings reports to watch out for next week. For the gold bugs, I would watch Barrick Gold Monday before the open, and Rumble will report after the bell. Tuesday before the open, I would watch out for Home Depot. Wednesday, I'll be watching UBS before the bell and Cisco after. Thursday is big. Walmart and Alibaba pre-market and Applied Materials after. And now for the big upcoming stuff you need on your calendar. I don't know how some of you trade, especially you options traders, without using an events calendar. Isn't knowing which events could spark volatility important to you? First of all, there's no Fed meeting scheduled for the rest of August. There never was. The U.S. markets will be closed on Monday, September 2nd for Labor Day. It's not confirmed, but GameStop could drop earnings the first or second week of September, and maybe Ryan Cohen will finally tell us what he plans to do with that $4 billion he's sitting on. September 12th, the Usher concert drops at AMC. We are only 39 days to the second day of the September 17th and 18th Fed meeting, where we currently expect to get our first rate cut. That same week, Friday, September 20th, is the third quadruple witching date of the year. Friday, December 20th will be the last one. September 30th marks the end of the third quarter, a vital date for AMC fans. While it hasn't been announced, I currently forecast AMC third Q 2024 earnings to be released around November 13th. This third quarter will include Twisters, Deadpool Wolverine, Usher, and Beetlejuice. Let's see if Adam Aaron can destroy this third quarter rally like he did the last one, which was the best in our entire history. I hope I'm wrong. We are only 87 days to the November 5th election, which will be immediately followed by the November 6th and 7th Fed meeting. December 17th and 18th will be the last FOMC meeting of the year. We are 163 days from inaugurating a new president, January 20th, which means if Trump is elected, Gary Gensler is scheduled to be fired the following day. Listen, the more you do these calendars, the better you'll become at calling major tops, bottoms, and trend reversals. Well, according to MarketWatch, summer movie season has had plenty of tricks up its cinematic sleeve for AMC. A year after the Barbenheimer phenomenon, movie theater chains are enjoying a boost in foot traffic from this year's hit summer movies, says analytics company Placer.ai. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but all I care about is AMC is down 89% year over year, while Cinemark is up 41.5%, even though it has more debt per screen than AMC does. No, I don't blame Kenny or the Hedgies anymore. Adam Aaron, this senior management team and our board is now completely responsible for our stock price at this stage of the game. Nothing has changed for me. It will only be a white or black swan event that will deliver some of us from this trade to the degree everyone was hoping for. I predict that the enrichment scheme this management team ran on the shareholders will land them in court for breach of fiduciary duty someday soon. It's coming. When companies that short our stock or run AMC's board of directors make the news, I say that's news for us too. From the Daily Hodl, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, and Bank of America accused of cheating customers out of billions of dollars in interest payments. These banks are among a group of Wall Street banks accused of bilking customers out of billions of dollars in interest payments, according to a new report. The Securities Exchange Commission is probing the banks to determine whether they purposefully directed clients toward cash sweep accounts that paid little to no interest, reports the Financial Times. Also from USA Today, Bank of America, Wells Fargo are also under investigation for handling of customer funds on Zelle. And my opinion hasn't changed about Archer Aviation or ACHR either. Jeep maker Stellantis is investing even more cash into air taxis. Archer Aviation will receive up to $370 million in funding from the automaker. And from Investor Place, 3 flying car stocks that could make your summer unforgettable, investing in the future of urban air mobility. Archer has made good strides with regard to its regulatory issues, with the firm expected to start offering commercial services by the end of 2025. The $117 million manufacturing facility expansion in California, which will be backed up by $10 million in state incentives, is proof of this. Now, you may be in the camp that all dilution is bad dilution, but I'm not. There's a big difference when you sell your stock to a company that manufactures your product than when you sell your stock to short sellers of your stock through short sellers of your stock because they desperately need the shares to cover and close with. That's Adam Aron style, not Archer Aviation. And from August 7th, it's all quiet on the GameStop front. Is there another twist in the story? From the article, the meme stock has lost some of its buzz. Trading volume over the last month has been far below the average for the year, and short traders have lost some interest, with short interest only standing at 9.5% of the total float. That's if you believe that number. Notably, it has been 8 weeks since GME has issued a corporate press release of any nature. Meanwhile, Roaring Kitty has not posted on social media site X since late June. For me, it all comes down to when Ryan Cohen will finally give us a hint as to what his plans are for the $4 billion war chest he has. I'll remind you, as of June 14th, GameStop's price-to-cash ratio stands at less than 3, a figure that outshines all 100 companies listed in the NASDAQ 100 index. I think we should be hearing from Ryan Cohen soon, maybe as soon as the first 2 weeks of September. Not investment advice or advisor. As you know, I will never tell you to buy, sell, or hold any security or cryptocurrency. But guys, there is nothing but exciting catalysts ahead for my favorite crypto project, XRP. The final resolution to the bullshit case from the SEC, making it the sole project with regulatory clarity. Exchange-traded funds coming that I believe will dwarf Bitcoin and Ethereum's ETFs. I'm expecting a mass adoption phase of the coin by banks and central banks all over the world because, unlike all other crypto projects, this one actually unlocks billions in badly needed liquidity. We will see the earth-shattering IPO of Ripple one day soon, but the reason I'm most excited is SWIFT transfers about $5 trillion per day, and I can't wait to see how much of that Ripple XRP will capture from them since it's faster, cheaper, and safer. XRP news today: Ripple launches RLUSD stablecoin on the XRP ledger and Ethereum. And on topic from Watcher Guru, BRICS bridge to replace SWIFT and end dependency on the US dollar. BRICS is looking to create a new payment system for cross-border transactions without incorporating the US dollar in the mechanism. The payment system will embody local currencies for trade settlements and end reliance on the US dollar. The new payment mechanism is termed BRICS Bridge and is looking to replace the US SWIFT system and cut ties with the dollar. Actually, SWIFT is not a US system. SWIFT isn't owned by any single entity. Rather, it's a member-owned cooperative whose shareholders represent around 3,500 member organizations. Headquartered in Belgium, the system is overseen by the central banks of the G10 countries, the European Central Bank, and the National Bank of Belgium. So what are the hedgies up to? Let's take a look. Hedge funds are the most bearish on commodities prices in at least 13 years, as fears of a deeper economic slowdown cast doubts on demand for everything from crude oil to metals and grains. Money managers piled a combined net short position of almost 153,000 futures and options across 20 raw material markets in the week ended Tuesday, according to CFTC data compiled by Bloomberg. Pay attention, that's the most on record based on figures going back to 2011. Then I got the other piece of the puzzle from Reuters and Goldman Sachs. Hedge funds added bearish bets in Japanese stocks at the fastest pace in over 5 years for the week between August 2nd and August 8th, as the Nikkei on August 5th faced the worst day for the index since Black Monday in 1987, Goldman Sachs said in a note on Friday. The bank said equity long-short hedge funds added 1.7 shorts or bets stocks will fall for each long position sold for the week between August 2nd and August 8th. Okay, so now you know what to root for. Sudden spikes in U.S. commodities and recovery in Japanese stocks and its economy. We'll see. So on Friday, the S&P 500 closed up 0.47%. The Dow added 0.13%. NASDAQ up 0.51%. The Russell 2000 lost 0.17%. Crude oil back over 75 at 76.98, up 1.04%. But that's not why I brought you here. No, I want to see if there's been any movement on Yahoo's most shorted stock screener. Let's set the filters. Region, US, price intraday greater than $1, average volume over the past 3 months greater than 200,000, exchanges set for the New York. I see 1,626 results. Cinemark remains in the 12th position on the list. Archer is now the 31st most shorted stock on the New York, and AMC has dropped to the 51st spot. Now, don't kill the messenger, guys, but it's starting to look like Uncle Frank's Archer Aviation is becoming the best short squeeze candidate. Let's look at the stats. Short interest for Archer, 61.1 million shares compared to Cinemark's 26.5 million and AMC's 51.9 million. Short interest ratio, 7 days to cover for Archer, 7.39 days to cover for Cinemark, 4.48 days to cover for AMC. How about short interest percentage of float? 29.66 for Archer, 26.61 for Cinemark, 15.46 for AMC. Short squeeze score, 75.90 for Archer, 77.12 for Cinemark, 71.14 for AMC. That's from Fintel.io. Interesting to point out, off exchange short volume ratio for Archer, 71.49%. For Cinemark, 57.65, and for AMC, 45.11. I'm going to close with this. I have to say I like these headlines. Archer plans Los Angeles eVTOL network to supersede 1 to 2 hour drives. Air taxi is coming to Los Angeles. Pounce on Archer Aviation stock pullback as the shorts pile in. Short interest in Archer stock keeps rising, yet this flying taxi startup is steadily approaching its, quote, liftoff moment. And from LA Mag, Archer Aviation's electric air taxi set to soar over LA by 2026. Archer Aviation aims to revolutionize LA travel with electric air taxis, zero emissions, and 10-minute flights. Hey, I want to thank you for watching, and please remember to hit the like button after this slide if you enjoyed the presentation. Subscribe to the channel and set the alert so you're notified when I have new information to share. See you at the bell.